Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're in, secret location.
What's the test is whether you believe in what you see and perceive or what you are told by Allah Himself in the Quran.
That's amazing to hear, mashallah. We need to be back in less than 2 hours because the training program starts at 3 p.m. and we're actually taking time out of the program to do this.
When we play as a team, even if we play against people that are more talented, we're gonna win.
Alright, let's do this. Okay. And I think the main message from this episode would be that if you want to grow, you have to invest. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, guys. We are in Leicester for a very, very special program. It's a 5-day program with a world-class coach. This guy has 114 businesses. Very, very happy to be able to learn from someone like that. And I'm with an amazing company, mashallah. I have some very special people spending 5 days together, mashallah. We have brother Siwash, we have brother Osama, we have brother Farhan. And right now, actually, we're on the way to the 6th person of this gang who actually lives in Leicester. And he has been my high productivity and high performance coach for the last 3 years. The one and only Tushar Imdad. He has very kindly invited us for lunch. So we're gonna go over now. We need to be back in less than 2 hours because the training program starts at 3 p.m. It's a full-on day. It's 12 hours straight with no breaks. And the idea is to learn how to actually master the art and the science of business. But for now, we're 4 minutes away from a lovely lunch, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
How was lunch, bro?
Lunch was delicious, alhamdulillah. Now I gotta digest and get ready for a 12-hour shift.
Well, no, just teased up. I'll start with you.
Based on your touches, based on your touches, where you're gonna play tonight.
Hey, I just sent you the email.
Oh!
Who sent it back? Who sent it back? Left wing.
Good, decent.
Let's go. Mashallah.
Decent.
Mashallah, what?
Excellent.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
Influencers, you might have heard, it's called Osama al-Shurafa. So he's got something called Muslim Hub. He's got this new style of talk about Iman and talk about how the dunya is like this virtual reality headset. And I just wanted to just read a few just extracts, just I thought would inspire you, and then you can check him out. In order for us to prove that there's a world separate from our minds, we have to find it independent of our minds. To do this, you have to first understand what the mind is. The mind is composed of thoughts, feelings, and perception. Perception is seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, sensing. The world you and I, and every other human being on this planet known, is only known through the 5 senses of perception. Anything you perceive in this world is made up of some combination of sight, sound, smell, touch, or taste. When a movie is being streamed on our iPads or TV sets, all 8 billion of us start to play the same movie, we all see the same content. That's not because the movie playing is really there on our screens. If you were to get up and examine the people acting in the movie playing on your screen, you won't find them. All you'll find is your screen. The movie is simply the colouring of your screen. It's a screen in motion, or more accurately, the vibration or colouring of the pixels on your screen. In other words, the world is made out of, so if I'm sitting here in Al-Sahel in Egypt and you're in another city or country, we both look up, we see the sun. It's not because the sun is out there, but because both our finite minds have access to the same content that's being downloaded from the same source. In other words, the world is made out of the mind. So saying that God created the world of the dunya or the mind can be used interchangeably. They mean the exact same thing. Mind is a creation of Allah, meaning the activity or doing of Allah is God's action. Mind in motion is the world, while mind at rest reveals God, because all that's left if you subtract creation is the creator. And one of the best, and so it carries on. It's the whole book's like
that's
this,
amazing.
He goes into...
That needs to be on the vlog, mate.
It's deep, yeah, let's check out. So I just heard one of his talks, and he mentioned his book, I bought it straight away. Because when you hear him talk, he's very engaging. He's like kind of Hamza Yusuf in the early days. Yeah,
Mashallah.
That's a good contest. Does that actually drop? Hold on, it will drop. Wait.
Really? I told you!
No, you have to do it this way, then that will go into it.
Why did you tell him?
I'm the door.
So you won't drop,
Come on, yeah? Before we go, let's do this. Come on.
I had 2 plates of rice, so it doesn't count.
Okay. He's left winger now. Who's next? That's impressive. How old are you?
20s.
Bro, you
20? Oh, come on. You were doing 20, man. What's this?
27.
You put everyone else off,
No, still,
mashallah.
man. You're at your peak.
I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try to see if I can do one though.
Yeah, go on.
I don't think I can even do one, bro.
I've gained weight, so I can't do one anymore.
Oh, come on. That's it. Oh, you got that. Brilliant.
I think something else came out as well, bro.
Yeah, turn around. Let's see.
No, it's clean. It's clean.
All right.
What's happening? Where are we going? Why are we heading back to the villa?
Alhamdulillah, we're going into day 2 of Business Mastery with Tony Robbins. Yesterday was day 1. Yesterday was really focused on our psychology. And normally when you go to a business event, especially when it's a big investment, you expect a lot of strategy. The reason Tony usually starts with that is because this understanding that 80% of success in business is your psychology and 20% is the mechanics, the strategy. So that's one of the nuggets, I think one of the things that can be really powerful implemented, because too often we go too quickly in terms of the strategy, like how do I achieve the million? It's not irrelevant, the how is important, but first we want to start with who do I need to be? What emotional state do I need to be? Like I said earlier, we can implement this anywhere. If you want to have a great relationship, you need to be loving. That's an emotional state. Calm, loving, gentle. So I hope that was beneficial. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Mashallah. So that was my good friend, Brother Siwash, who is, in my opinion, the #1 coach for Muslim coaches in the world. So definitely get to know. He has actually done this program once already, and he's taken out another 6 days from his busy schedule, away from his family, to go through this program again. So that tells you something. So yeah, we're heading over now back to the Airbnb where we're staying for these 6 days of training. And this is kind of what I want everybody to take away, that mashallah, we're all very busy individuals, yet we make the sacrifice and the commitment to take time off for our own learning, our own progression, our own growth, and for us to be able to have more breakthroughs and keep moving to the next level and the next level and the next level. This is the secret, guys. You have to invest in yourself. Solve a problem for people at scale. That's what business is. We want to help millions of people, hundreds of millions of people through our businesses, ventures, ideas, products and services.
Your age, you don't need to stretch up yet. You don't need to. At our age, you don't stretch.
You get blue belt and you used to, mashallah.
Is that for your brand, man? That's it.
Gotta get the hot pump.
I know that. You're doing a PowerPoint presentation. You're gonna.
Keep it simple.
You must play football fan.
Should I put my football on? Should I put my top on?
Go on. Tanim, so as you were saying.
Yes, I was saying there's so much. The problem with these events, the main problem is the environment, the dancing, jumping, music, all of that stuff, which is why it's very hard for me to recommend other people to go and benefit from this kind of training. The reason why we need to create the Muslim equivalent. Not going means you miss out a huge amount of growth and development, but going there is not a good idea because of the environment and what happens down there. So which is why we're doing it online. We're doing this online. We chose not to go to the venue and do this online because of this reason.
Getting into your business, who's excited about that? Do I say yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
We covered so much. Yesterday we covered 4 of them. You guys know what they are, right? really in? What do I need to be in? Should be I'm going to exit being an operator.
In terms of what business I'm in business of helping Muslim entrepreneurs build a successful business without, compromising on their relationship with God. What business am I really in? I think it's about helping Muslim entrepreneurs create financial freedom and time freedom. Alright, bismillah. Let's focus, bro.
Yalla, yalla.
No, let's do this. Let's do this first. This is important. Bro, when we play as a team, even if we play against people that are more talented, we're gonna win. Okay? Right? A group. Okay, so here's the thing, inshallah. We're either side, right? The pitch is quite big. Okay? We have a keeper, 3 defenders. Defenders don't need to run up, right? They don't need to run up. We need to keep a solid line. So we got a right back, left back. We need a center back. I can also drop in center back, but I'm ideally here, right? Osama just drops until midfield, not too deep. We don't want too deep because they're gonna play usually with back 3 as well. So you don't need too deep because then you're gonna ask them to come up. Very simple. You guys, right? You're just gonna look up to the people that are pushing up. This is good. Inshallah, when we're attacking, we want the wingers to push up, right? We want the back line to come to the midfield. We don't want to hang in front of our own goal. Very simple strategy. Then we're overloading them. Right? So the moment we're attacking, we're overloading them.
We need to be composed on the ball. There's no pressure out there. The only pressure is the pressure that you put on yourselves.
Yeah.
So go out there, have a good time. But most importantly,
Mashallah.
don't make a mistake.
He's waiting for that moment.
Don't make a mistake.
You need this more than all of this.
Record what?
And getting into perspective, finding.
All right, now on your back.
No dinner tonight.
First leg. Just hold it underneath for support, and it's just rolling it up. And then that's it, yeah.
How long is it? It's 7 already.
Yeah,
how long
we
before we
leave
get
in 5 minutes. It's a 20-minute drive. So we're on the way to football, and we're actually taking time out of the program to do this because I think it's really, really important to, when you have some brothers together, and it's hard to get entrepreneurs together, that you should enhance the experience, do something fun, do something physical, do something competitive, and make the most of that time that you have together. So it should be fun, inshallah. Everyone's a bowler, yeah? I'll play the big, I talked a big game, so so we'll have to see what happens now. You come in number 9, bro. I've already got that number, bro.
Hey, what? You're number 9 as well?
You come in number 9, bro. You're in goal, fam.
Let me take the sticker off.
It's a sticker, it's legit a sticker.
Just tell them, look, I got a group of guys that don't know how to play.
The rest we don't even know who they are. But the whole point of this is to be like kind of friendly.
Yeah, to have fun.
No shouting, no swearing. Right? I'm looking at you, yeah?
I can't
Keep
say
it- keep
anything
it calm.
about. Does anyone have hey?
It's going well until I let that own goal in.
And that's so good, bro. It's so good, bro.
I think like
So
we were
good.
getting close. We just crumbled and we started changing positions. That's where we lost it. We were 1 down.
We won, alhamdulillah. It was a great game. Alhamdulillah, man. We just like that Tony Robbins power, the states, the was it the pre-activation? We got battered.
Back flick goal.
Come on, Firmino goal right there. Man hit the post and I was
Which one, bro?
I scored a goal and hit the post and I was left back.
My back. I'm gonna be in pain for 3 days now.
Yeah, when he's upset after a game.
Now I'm actually pretty pleased, man.
We played alright, man, as a team.
I think we played decent as a team, you know. I can't lie, but
We had 2 decent players as well. That helped. We just couldn't figure out our formation.
I think we did, and we'll get momentum. Then we'll one back, and then a certain man just decides to change formation. Everyone wants to have fun now, and we get battered. Remember what you said?
Let's vote. It's between these two, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll get one vote, man.
I think
Go on, let's all vote now.
I'm gonna have to give it to
Don't hate.
Siwash, bro.
Don't hate.
I'm gonna have to give it to Siwash, bro.
Summer.
I think it's a tough call.
I think it's Rakib,
It's a
myself.
tough call, but yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna have to give it to Rakib.
I
was 1 away from my hat-trick.
Only because he's wearing a top.
That's it.
Rakib,
bro.
Rakib.
Well, I was going between, if he's said him, then yeah, let's go for Rakib.
Yeah.
Who would you say?
Who would I
Farhan,
say?
who would you say? Do yourself.
It doesn't matter anymore because he's won.
Who's your man of the
You
match?
got me and him. I'm gonna pick someone.
My man of the match would have went to Siwash. Incredible defender.
I wouldn't see what
Totally,
There you
bro.
go. 3-3. It's even.
Wait, is that 3-3?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
I
both,
already won it.
you both get an extra portion of chips tonight. Let's go. So we're back, and we just did a very powerful exercise that I want to share with you guys. So if you just increased the number of your customers by just 10%, on top of that, if you increased your prices just by 10%, on top of that, if you increased the number of repurchases or reorders by just 10%, the cumulative effect of that would be an increase in your sales of 33%. So these small tweaks in business, a small tweak here, a small tweak there, a small tweak there, is what can accumulate to really transform your business. Now, it sounds so logical, but how many of you are actually doing this? How many of us are actually sitting there every month and thinking, what can I improve by 10%? And then building on that every single month. And I've actually got 3 pages full of gems. Obviously, I'm making my own notes, but I've also been making a list of gems. And these are all, each line here is probably like an hour discussion and major breakthroughs.
Turn a customer into a raving fan.
You must over-deliver. You gotta over-deliver to the point where they just can't believe how much. And let's think about it. How many businesses can you think of that have raving fans? It's not easy. It's not easy, and not many people are doing it, which actually gives you an advantage. Oh, this is a good one. Let me give you one more. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. A lot of entrepreneurs complain, oh, this is getting harder, it's getting more competitive, it's getting more difficult to run ads, blah, 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 blah. You're just complaining about how things are difficult. Just get better then. Make the effort to become better. Most business owners are actually operators. They don't own the business. If they can't step away from the business for at least a month, ideally 3 months, then you're not a business owner. You're a business operator. And what that means, it means that basically you just have a very, very stressful job with a lot of risk. You stop working, the money stops. So you might as well, what's the point of being in business then? The whole point of business is to have financial independence, financial freedom, geographical freedom, all of these things. But most people are stuck at the level of being the main operator in their business. That is a journey that I've tried to go on. Alhamdulillah, I can say that I'm definitely not the main operator of our Sequoia Homes business, Redwood Residences. I have equity in it. I may have started one of them, but I'm definitely not running any of those businesses now. And that's the shift that you go from founder to operator, and eventually just want to be an owner. You do not want to be the one running the day-to-day.
What's the first step to making that transition?
I think the first step to making that transition is actually understanding why you don't want to be an operator forever, and learning what's needed for you to become an owner, which may involve figuring out what kind of person you need, what kind of systems you need, what kind of team you need, and then being able to actually put that together. And every business is different. Some businesses you can just hire a talented manager and they can run the show. In other businesses you may need to bring in a proper CEO, give them equity and keep them engaged, and it really, really depends on the size of your business as well.
Who's ever felt these feelings, right? But they
eyes are
were
watering
on the
now.
surface. And I said, I think I know what that means, but what does that mean to you? He said,
How many is that?
42, 45.
Are these press? Do you call this press up, bro?
Are you mad?
You call this press up, bro?
Today, everyone make sure you keep me up.
I work super hard. Most money makers while I sleep. I could never earn as much. What is the percentage of your income? I can send it over here and I can plant a tree and clean the air. But remember my example I gave you from, our guy who used to work for UPS?
This guy spent the 5 days sleeping. Yeah, sleeping. But alhamdulillah, 5 days, amazing. It was amazing because of the brotherhood. We took some good breakthroughs from Mr. Tony Robbins, and we've had some good round tables amongst the brothers. And alhamdulillah for everything. Alhamdulillah ala al-Islam. And we'll be seeing you soon at our next event. Stay tuned. Sorry. Sorry, the last thing as well. Rakib got absolutely smoked on FIFA and that Monopoly in it.
It's hard to lie, bro.
Business Mastery was good. Met some new brothers. We stepped into the next level. Now it's about implementation and inshallah taking our work to the next level for the ummah.
Come check, bro. Come in.
Final word, Ya Rab. You got me, man. I don't know. I'm just so late. From all this business mastery that Arsenal set up is so strong, and they've got the 7 forces going behind them, that they should be winning the Premier League this year, inshallah. So there you go.
I'm gonna cut that part.